Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Hello everybody and welcome to Extreme Sim TV. On the broadcast tonight, it is the Thunderstorm League of Racing, their Thunder Premier Series, here at Iowa Speedway for the NDNT 125. Hope you all are having a wonderful Wednesday evening. Have qualifying underway. So, with that, looking for some drivers on track. Oh, there we are. As they go spinning. Well, that's no bueno. That kind of killed the lap. But Zeke Willis in that $20 General is your pole sitter at the moment at a 23.68. I'm going to turn up some of the volumes here so you guys can hear it just a little bit better. Even though that's probably going to change completely when we get into the race feature. Good to have you all with us. Should be very fun. Iowa is one of the best short tracks we are most likely going to see on the circuit here this year. Multi-grooved racetrack in both turn 1 and turn 2 and 3 and 4. Should be very interesting. See Zeke Willis getting the wall there again. Look at Aaron Calvin in that 32.
Become the cause of multiple car wrecks, such result in penalties applicable in warning, Fourth, initial start and restarts. On the initial start, leader must go on green. Leader can go whenever on restart.
We have about 30 seconds left in qualifying. We have 23 drivers that have taken time. So with that, I think it is safe to say that your pole sitter is going to be right on your screen in that $20 General. It's going to be Zeke Willis, your pole sitter. Outside, starting second, is going to be Ryan Andrew. J.D. Laird is going to start third. David Cabrera, fourth. Derek Castor in fifth. Wesley Whitfield is going to be in sixth. Justin Lesher in seventh. Harrison Chandler in eighth. Ryan Decker in 10th. Isaac Wilson in that 93 machine is going to start 10th. But for the rest of the field, look to your screen.
Please do not stir the pot.
That is your starting lineup for the event tonight. Should be very fun, very chaotic, multi-grooved racetrack. Was talking to one of the admins. It was Mr. Looking to see if he's still there. Devin Mosley was saying for the good portion of about a run, probably a good 10, 15, maybe 20 laps tops, you're going to see everybody want to work that bottom. But then you might start seeing them work their way up the racetrack. Still waiting for a couple people to grid before we get underway. Should be interesting, everybody. Thank you all once again for being here. It's going to be a very eventful evening for the NDNT 125. That stands for the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. Go check them out. New episodes every Friday on their YouTube channel and wherever you would like to find your podcasts, whether Spotify, Apple or Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Tuned In, or Amazon Music. Yes, the 8 and 93 both have some nice schemes for Autism Awareness Month. So let's go check them out before we go green. Isaac Wilson in that 93, and then right in front of him in that Ford Mustang, you could see the Autism Awareness colors, the little puzzle pieces. Makes me feel really good that people are putting out awareness for autism. Knowing a couple people that deal with it, and it's good to see. Isaac Wilson usually runs his Mission 22 paint scheme, so don't forget those guys. But we are about a half a lap away from going green here in Iowa. Should be really interesting, especially on this restart. Pace truck is going to make the immediate left turn down pit road. And we are in the control of the flagman.
Green flag, green flag.
And there it is. You heard it. Green flag. Good restart by Ryan Andrew on that outside. See if he can get the nice run off of turn 2 being on that outside. The 20 of Willis can't come up, and they are even. Still even as they exit turn 4. Ooh, a little loose is Willis, and the caution is out already. Trying to find out what happened there. Nothing came up. This is under caution, so I'm trying to find out what happened. Interesting. So we don't make it a full lap in Iowa before the caution comes out. All right, let's see. Let's go very wide shot to see if we could see anything. don't know. Let's go back to live because probably getting ready to go in just a little bit. So I think we're coming to one to go as they cross the start-finish line here. And no, the pace lights stay on. Currently working lap 4. So, since we're under our first caution early on in this race, how is everybody doing? Glad y'all are here. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thunderstorm League of Racing will be on this channel all year. The 22 and the 46 have the same sponsor but different schemes. 22 and 46. Gotta look for the 46. Oh yeah, no kidding. And they're right next to each other. I'm like looking for them. I'm like, oh, they're literally right in front of me. But we're about to go green. Let's see if we can get to lap 10 now. I'm kidding. These guys are normally really good. But it should be very interesting. Because this kind of is a tough racetrack. There goes the pace truck in the restart zone, and we are gone. Ryan Andrew with a heck of a jump. There's going to be no contest for first place there, but there will be for second. Layard is giving the 88 a run for his money for first. Going to cut down to the inside, looking for the slide job. Looks like they're about to go 3 wide in turn 4. Andrews is going to come right up in front of Willis. Still looking to be 3 wide. You really got to be careful. Make sure you got to give everybody plenty of room. Still a battle for the lead. The outside looks like the preferred line right now. Can go down low to try to make a slide job work, but it seems like that outside has the run and a half. Would not be. And the caution is out once again here at Iowa. Let's go check and see. usually my overlay says who's in the wreck, and currently looking at these. Ooh, 47 has a lot of damage. There's a good place to start. Zip, 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 zap, zip, zip. Whoa, it happened right in front of him. See if we can get a number on that. Larry. There he is. Looks like he's just going to get loose. Oh, he's going to turn right back up into traffic. Ruh-roh. Ooh, good save. Can the 65... Well... Well then. Kind of thought the 65 was going to kill him there. But we are to caution for the second time here tonight. See your leaderboard going across the top of your screen. Excellent battles on these restarts, though. I know we've had the initial start and the one restart. But man, if you get a jump, you can get to somebody's outside and potentially make the pass coming off of turn 2. A little thing I've noticed, the way these drivers are driving this track, if you've ever watched an auto club race where they come off of turn 4 and they stay as close to the wall as possible, honestly, I feel like this is just a very, very short auto club. As a short track. I know it's going to sound weird, and believe me, I understand it's going to sound weird, but it's what it looks like, especially with how the passing's working and trying to maneuver around people. It is a wide track. I've seen 4 wide around this place, but it looks like we are about a half a lap away from going green. Zeke Willis, Ryan Andrew, your front row. Your second row consists of, real fast, J.D. Laird and Wesley Whitfield. And here we go. Excellent launch by Zeke Willis.
Green.
That 22 right behind him. Gonna try to fill the hole, gonna cut down to the inside and try to make the pass in 1 and 2 and cut up in front of Ryan Andrew, and that does not happen. That can't happen. Ooh, look at this 22 for the lead.
Caution, yellow flag.
And the caution is out again. This time it's for Charles. Ooh, he's going to lose it in turn 1. There it goes. Does he hit the wall? Ooh, that was a close one. Little spin, probably a little flat spot, but we're still good. Or he's still good, as we see the iRacing pace truck literally slam on the Speedway. So this is our third caution. We're just about to hit lap 16. Have 125 laps here tonight around this wonderful Iowa Speedway. See it very much transition into a night race in just a little while. And the lights are off on that pace car. Going to be going green momentarily. Pace truck about to hit pit road once again, and your leader Zeke Willis and JD Laird, and let's see, there goes Zeke. Zeke with a really good launch. Are we going to see that 22 dive straight to the inside, or is he going to stay up high for the run? He's going to run about a lane up, going to have a run down the backstretch, looking towards the inside of Willis. Going to attempt the pass, cut into that inside. Looking. No, can't do it. Going to fall back in line. Ryan Andrew right behind them in third. Dave Cabrera all the way back in fourth in that 46. Up to speed. This is where you're really going to see, well, with the little bit of heat cycles on these tires, you're going to really start to see how much they can protect their tires. There goes Ryan Andrew to the inside of the 22. That's JD Laird in the 22. Doing a really good job up front is that 22 driver. Laird, haven't really talked about him much. I think this might be his first race in the league, or possibly in a while. But this top three is pulling away from the field. David Cabrera in that 46 is about a second back from your leader, as you see timing and scoring at the top of your screen. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of you for being here for the Thunderstorm League of Racing and their Thunder Premier Series. We are at Iowa Speedway for the Nerds Doing Nerd Things 125. We are 23 laps in this event. We've had 3 cautions for a total of 9 laps. This top 3 is still pulling away from 4th place, but look at that. Ryan Andrew goes to the high side, trying to get a really good run down the front stretch. Let's see if he elects to take the high side again. No, he's going to run low.
Caution, yellow flag.
And the caution is out once again. Ooh. That 45 monster car looks like a modified right now. Charles Van Schaik. Ooh, him and the 65 get together. That's Curtis Rogers. Let's see what happens here. Looks like the 45 is going to come up off the corner. Yep, coming off the corner. And the 65 is there. And they just collect each other. They're both going to go into the wall. Ooh, boy. Can Richard Crane get around him? No problem. And what about... Ooh. All right. That was a little hairy. Alright, we're going to go back up to live. Wow. Interesting, right? We're 25 laps in. Under caution for the 4th time here tonight. This is how your top 5 looks. J.D. Laird, David Cabrera, Ryan Decker in that 10 Oreos machine. Harrison Chandler in 4th, and Cody Shawns in 5th.
I was thinking more like if it's something you have to serve on the green, because if it's something you have to serve on the yellow screen, it's still going to make you have an ELO.
So next week, it looks like we are off for Easter. Gonna pull up the schedule. Yes, we are off next week. And we come back April 20th, 75 laps for the California Surfing 150 at Auto Club Speedway. But for tonight, we are at Iowa Speedway for the Nerds Do Nerd Things 125. Check out weekly episodes every Friday on their YouTube page, The Nerds Doing Nerd Things Podcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. We have got the 1 to go signal. It is lap 28. Your first 2 rows is J.D. Laird, David Cabrera, Ryan Decker, and Harrison Chandler. And there goes the pace truck again. And the 22 with an excellent launch on that outside. Ryan Decker going to look towards the inside, get underneath the 46. Going to come up into the 46 just a little bit. Still going the right way. Jeff Ramsdale was in the wall for a second there. So far so good on this restart. Looks like everybody's trying to get sorted out. Gonna go a little bit further back. See the 8 of Harrison Chandler and Ryan Andrew. Ooh, can the 2 save it? Ooh, and he does. He does big time, but the 3's losing it right in front of him. He is off the track. and we stay green. Battle for second is heating up. 4 drivers, 1 position. That's David Cabrera, Ryan Decker, Ryan Andrew right there. And Zeke Willis coming up from behind in that $20 General Toyota Supra. Making moves left and right is Ryan Andrew and Zeke Willis to get back up towards the front. Right now, your leader is that 22 Chevy Camaro of J.D. Laird. Looks like the 22 and the 46 could very much be teammates. Just going by having the same sponsor. Willis looking to the inside of the 88. About to go 3 wide on exit of 2. And the 20 thinks better of it. Just put lap 36 up on the board. Man, these 4 drivers are all over each other. Ryan Decker has fallen back to about a second and a tenth from your leader. But, you know, he might be in prime position as Zeke Willis gets up into the 46 a little bit of Cabrera. You know, I've never raced here at Iowa on iRacing. But when I used to run on Heat 5, completely different. I understand that. I had no clue what I would do, but I would save so much tire. There was a league race where we're getting towards the end of it. Everybody is tire and fuel saving, and I've saved enough to where I don't have to pit, and everybody is chugging around, and I'm like, oh, I don't have to save anymore. I end up winning the race by about 12 seconds, and I just drive right past everybody, and it's a good memory. It was the Carolina Classic Racing League on Xbox. My good buddy Sean did a really good job. Unfortunately, with his work schedule, we had to put it on the shelf for a little while, but we're about to put lap 40 on the board. This is the Thunderstorm League of Racing, their Thunder Premier Series. Ooh, the 2-liter spin.
Yellow flag.
Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. Wow, let's go back and see that.
Yeah, you're blinking, bud.
All right, we'll start it here. There's a 22 of J.D. Laird and Ryan Andrew in that 88. Andrew looks like he's going to cut to the inside. So far, so good. And let's see what happens on exit here. Andrew just comes right up into the 22. I don't know if you guys heard it. Somebody said you've been blinking really bad. So I don't know if the 22 is there on the 88 screen or vice versa. But they both go spinning. Doesn't really look like a lot of damage. We're going to go check with Ryan Andrew to see if he really hit anything hard. But he still looks to be pointing in the right direction. All right. Well, I think they might be good. Unless he comes back up on track and turns into clobbering time. Nope. We're good. Ryan Andrew, though, seems to not be in the race anymore. Interesting. That's not good. So while we're under this caution, as I see his name pop up, that is the 7 car of Jarrett Manning see something a little different in his scheme? Let's get a little closer. I'll give you a second. If you're here every week, you've realized it. Yes, it's the North Carolina Tar Heels. He normally runs a Duke basketball scheme. And if you guys are unaware, in the Final Four, Duke and North Carolina played, with North Carolina beating Duke. And Devin Mosley, one of the race admins, and Jarrett Manning had a little game going on about who was winning. Well, safe to say it was not Duke, and now Jarrett Manning is driving a North Carolina Tar Heels vehicle. So a little fun competition. Jarrett Manning also sitting in 6th right now. He's up 10 spots from where he started. Your race leader, that 9 of Matthew Dunn, is up 24 positions from where he started. All right, Ryan Andrew, the driver of the 88, taking it back to the hauler. He said the fixed setup is very bad here, and even though he was running up front, not dealing with it. So he's going to show up in 2 weeks at Auto Club. But we are still under caution. Perfect time to plug the sponsor of the race, which is my podcast, the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. Gotta thank Noah, Chase, Ian, Devin for being so kind to let me be a part of the league, along with not just broadcasting. Let me plug my show, pretty much every broadcast as well. But I was happy to be able to be a sponsor of a race. So this Friday we have our Eternals episode. Yep, we're going back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe if you have listened to any of our shows before. Last week we did Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, but this week we are talking about the very controversial Eternals movie. Whether you want to watch the video on YouTube, just type in the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, or if you want to just have something for your ride into work, go check your Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all stuff like that, and just look up Nerds Doing Nerd Things. But we are about to go green once again, and Matthew Dunn with an excellent launch on the restart. Gene Wolfe in that 17 going to come up right behind him. Ooh, Denny's. That's Brad Hall.
The yellow flag is out.
And looks like Zeke Willis might have spun, along with Ryan Decker. Ryan Decker driving a modified right now. And Zeke Willis missing a complete rear end of his car. Let's go see what happened. Alright, here we go.
93, did you miss that? You don't ask me how, yes I did.
See the 20 and the 10. Dollar General and Oreo. They're going to enter turn 1. And it looks like Mr. Sooner is going to clip the 20, or door check the 20, put him in the wall right in front of Ryan Decker. That Oklahoma Sooners car is the 23 machine, which I'm looking for right now. Oh, there it is Ted Deckard. Apologize for that. He kept flip-flopping. So, while we are under caution, let's go to a quick commercial break.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook.
And we are back, everybody. We are under a lap to go before we go back green tonight. As you can see, the lights are coming out in full force as we are transitioning into the night. Track is going to get cooler. Speeds are going to go up a little bit. We're going to have a little more grip. Should be very, very interesting. And Matthew Dunn is away, gets the lead, pulls up in front of Gene Wolfe before the line, and gonna arc it really nice into turn one. Gene Wolfe getting to the back bumper a little bit of the 9 machine. Gonna cut to the inside. See if he can make the pass in turn one. Has a really nice run. And the caution is out again. Let's go see what it is for. We're currently on board with the 45. Ooh, looks like the 32 in front of him. That's Aaron Cavan. Okay, there's 2 of them. There's 2 32s. Ah, there it is. Cody Shawns. Try this again. Stop. And we'll actually do this in real time. It's gonna get loose. And I think he might be the... Oh, the 45 gets into it. And the 3. Ouch. That, my friends, is going to leave a big, big mark. Alright, we're going back to live.
So when the 59 spun, it looked like he looked like some of Mario started in the field and out of that. Car on the 45.
All right. Right now, your leader is that 17 of Gene Wolfe, Matthew Dunn in that 9 right behind him. Brad Hall in the 27. The 19 is Garrett Kaiser. And the 46 is David Cabrera. lights are still on. I saw them starting the grid. I'm like, oh, cool, one to go. Oh, wait, they're not one to go. Well, I can say tough track. It's short racing. Short track racing. It happens. Unfortunately, I think this might be the first time these drivers have run Iowa in the Thunderstorm League of Racing, because this is their season number 3. But they'll get used to it. I have about 75 laps left.
But like, say someone's numbers already taken, and again, the reason is kind of similar to that first one, so the kind of thing. Something that
And there, the lights off the pace truck. Gonna give you like a bird's eye view of the racetrack. I wish they had a spotter cam here. That would be nice. Actually, I kind of make a spotter cam if I do this. There you go. There's a spotter cam. As long as it doesn't switch to a different camera. Gene Wolfe is your leader as we're going to come towards the green flag as he's bouncing in and out. So we're gonna focus on Matthew Dunn here. What we've seen is that inside lane gets a really good jump. Let's see if that 27 of Brad Hall can also get a good jump. And there goes the 17.
Green.
Probably a slight advantage from blinking out, unfortunately. I cannot click on him, or it's just going to keep focusing in and out and really disrupt the stream. There goes Brad Hall to the inside. He is going to clear the 9, come all the way back up, but the 9 has a really good run down the front stretch, but it looks like he's going to be content to ride third for the time being. Here comes the 46 of David Cabrera in fourth. 19 of Garrett Kaiser has fallen back all the way to 6th place after starting 4th. David Cabrera trying to make the pass on Matthew Dunn. Looking towards the inside, but Charles Bachman is spinning.
Flag is out.
Ooh, and people behind him are as well. Oh no, Cody Shawns is around. See the modified of the 45 getting by. Let's go back and see what happened. I think that kind of started with the 14 of Bachman, because he's going to come off the turn. Alright, bird's eye view. That way you can see what happens behind him. Oh, it looks like Jarrett Manning is spinning too. Jeff Ramsdale gets into the back of Manning, and there you go. Ouch.
So we've been watching you guys at restart. Some of you guys have been working far away from the pace car, so if you're about half the back shift away from the pace car, you're gonna have
It's a nice looking car, but unfortunately that left back end is kind of caved in a little bit and the front's a little crinkled up. So I want to say thank you everybody for being here on this Wednesday evening. Hopefully your week has been good so far, and I hope the rest of your week is going to be just as good. We are on lap 60 of 125 here tonight. Your race leader is that 17 of Gene Wolfe. Brad Hall in second. David Cabrera in third. J.D. Laird in the 22 in fourth place. Sean Lester in fifth. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be coming around to the one to go. Going to go green, most likely on lap 63. And let's see. Do the lights go off on the pace car? Yes, they do. We are grinning up, getting ready to go.
Hey, Matthew, I'll do my best not to screw you this time, man.
All right. As they enter turn 3, right before we are going green, the leader is that 17 of Gene Wolfe. And let's see. He's blinking once again, and there he goes.
Green, green, green.
Off to the restart. Very good restart. Looked like maybe Brad Hall spun his tires a little bit, but there goes Cabrera by. There goes Laird by. Now he's just trying to stop the bleeding after not having the best restart. They're side by side behind him. That's Harrison Chandler and Sean Lester. Lester's on the inside. See that number 2 trying to make the inside, the middle work. Ooh, and he's gonna hit the 8. Now he's trying to save it. Christopher Spencer is trying to save it after cracking the 8. Everybody's still going in the right direction. We are just past halfway here in Iowa, as we have pretty much transitioned fully into a night race now. Christopher Spencer is going to come up into that 32 of Aaron Cavan as they dive into turn 1, still battling for that 9th position. Right in front of them, it is Harrison Chandler and Derek Castor. You see them battling side by side. Give a little shout out to both the 8 and the 93 for both having autism awareness vehicles for Autism Awareness Month in April. And it looks like the battling has subsided a little bit. As I say that, the 32 is now trying to get past Harrison Chandler. That is for 8th position. Makes the pass, most likely on exit here. Now it looks like Handler's going to lose another position, drop all the way back to 10th. See if Spencer can get a really good run out of turn 4. At the line, it's Spencer. Matthew Dunn, who was leading earlier, is all the way back into that 10th position, trying to move forward on these fresher tires. And now the 9's getting around the 2 and move Matthew Dunn into 9th place. Go look up at the lead. Looks like the possible 2 teammates are battling. That's Laird and Cabrera, with Zeke Willis about a second back. Now we're getting some laps in, knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood. We're also seeing the attrition on the racetrack. So let's run through your top 5 as they run, as they're coming to lap 74. JD Laird in first. Second has the 46 of David Cabrera. Third is Zeke Willis in that $20 General Machine. Brad Hall in the 27 sits fourth, and battling right behind him, having the position. Ooh. Now the 1 has the position. Now the 17 of Gene Wolfe has the position. This place is very, very run specific. You could literally run anywhere. So we're going to call it Derek Castor for the moment, having 5th place. But back up to your lead, JD Laird is about a half a second above David Cabrera for 1st place. But your battle is back here. Here comes Derek Castor. He wants that 4th position, going to cut it to the inside. Still trying to make it work coming out of turn 4 here. Gonna try to use as much room as possible to make the pass. But it looks like that outside is just working a little too well right now. Ooh, getting a little close there. Gotta be careful. Getting too close, you might try to overcorrect it so you don't hit the guy and end up spitting. Little separation now, but here comes the run. One's gonna look towards the inside once again. That's Derek Castor. And I think the run has subsided ever so slightly right now. Gonna look a little further back to Matthew Dunn and the 32 of Aaron Kevin. And the caution is out. Let's look at Larry Jean. Let's see what happened here. He is in that 70 machine.
This little pack we're in right here is, there's like 3 of you blinking. I came like 2 seconds ago. Good racing. Yeah, 17 cars blinking really bad.
Looked like the 19 was spinning in front of him. That's Garrett Kaiser. Let's go back and see that. Looks like he might have just got tight coming out of the turn. Or going into the turn. Let's see. No, that's a 23 in the Sooners car. I know you don't see a number, but he gets tight. And that's Ted Decker Jr. going to get into Garrett Kaiser and cause that. Brad Hall still your leader. Richard Crane in the 36. And Philip Bridgman round out your top three. It looks like they didn't pit while everybody else did. So I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with Brad Hall and the rest of this top three on this restart because everybody else behind them has fresher tires. We're looking at about 45 laps to go, 35 laps to go, ish. Math.
I think it's trying to score me a lap down. It's trying to tell me they're up 16 by who's in front. Oh, they're running me a lap down. But I beat the post car. So look, I know it's a country, but it's still not lap back.
So everybody, like I said, we are on lap 82 under caution once again here tonight. Really curious to see how some of these drivers are going to get through with these fresher tires back up to the lead. JD doesn't have to go far. He is currently P3. Currently, the lights are still on the pace car, so we're looking at least one more lap. Oh, we got 9 people watching so far. Cool. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. Very much helps me out, helps out the channel as well, and the Thunderstorm League of Racing. Because every Wednesday night, except next week, because they are off, it'll help. I appreciate y'all for being here, and we are about to go green. Once again, Richard Crane, Brad Hall is your leader on that outside. Pace truck about to take the left turn. And here we go.
Green, green, green.
27 with a big restart right there. The battle is for second place. David Cabrera and Richard Crane. I lied. It's for JD Layard and Richard Crane. Ooh! Richard Crane falling like a rock. And not the good kind of rock. He goes all the way back to 15th place after all that. And it looks like he might lose 2 more. Got Jeff Ramsdale right behind him, cutting to the inside. Yes, he's back to 18th place. Brad Hall is back to 5th and continuing to fall as well on those old tires. Your leader right now by about 2.5 tenths is David Cabrera over J.D. Laird. That 22 is going to have a really good run coming out of turn 2. Trying to hook the bottom, that 22 is trying to do. Got Derek Castor in that one, just about a half a second behind. Matthew Dunn up 21 positions to sit P4, about 7 tenths back. Put a blanket under all 4 of these drivers. Pass for the lead incoming. Layard on the bottom. 46 with the run on the outside. Gotta be careful with that apron. I've seen many people clip it and lose the car. If they keep battling like this with that front pack, you're gonna see a lot of people join in on this battle. Just over 30 laps to go. Still trying to make that bottom work. Just looks like that outside is just way too dominant. .45 goes way high to the extreme outside. 22 going to have a good launch off of turn 2. Going to have Derek Castor right behind him with a good run as well. Here comes Zeke Willis in the 5th position to the party. There goes the 22 to the inside. Could possibly clear him. No. Still going to be side by side. Laird gets a little loose coming off of turn 2. You guys saw it right there. Man, what a heck of a battle for P1 here. But the thing is, with this battle, you're bringing everybody behind you right to your back bumper. .96 laps in the books. Doing a great job for the Thunderstorm League of Racing, the Thunder Premier Series here at Iowa Speedway. Now getting single file. But I would not be surprised if we started seeing J.D. Laird start falling back, because he's been putting the pressure on that inside for the majority of this run, if not every lap. Battle for 5th. That's Aaron Cavan, Matthew Dunn, and Zeke Willis. Zeke Willis up to 4th. Got a little damage on that 20 when he got into, I'm pretty sure that was, trying to remember. I think it was Richard Crane. JD has the position, but that outside with the momentum, David Cabrera takes it right back. This is the first time the ticker flipped over. It's going to flip over right there once again. And he is clear. The 22 is clear. Now let's see if he can slowly start pulling away from the 46 and the field. Come the 25 laps to go. But welcome to the party, pal. That's Zeke Willis in 4th to the back bumper of Derek Castor. There goes Zeke. We're going to follow with Zeke to see if he can clear Castor. And he does. Now he's got his sights set on David Cabrera for 2nd place. Willis has been the fastest vehicle on the racetrack the last couple laps. Closing in ever so slightly to Laird and Cabrera. Laird and Willis, the last lap, drove the same exact lap time. Well, let's see. Right there, fastest lap of those top 3 vehicles goes to our leader, J.D. Laird, at a 24.85. You know, you could have a fast lap, but you still gotta attempt to make the pass. That's the hard part. Gonna give the 46 the outside like he's been doing all night. And he's just diamonding the turns. Or reverse diamonding the turns. As I say that he's gonna stick to the high side. Coming to 19 laps to go. This is the battle to watch. Is your top 2 drivers. Can David Cabrera get by the 22? I figured that Laird would have burned off his tires running the bottom after bottom after bottom underneath Cabrera. But the
Caution, yellow flag.
caution is out. Ooh, that 19 looks to be in a lot of trouble. Alright, let's see. Looks like Jarrett Manning and Garrett Kaiser get together. Looks like Manning just gets a little tight and gets into Kaiser in the 19 in the Bass Pro Shops tracker. And it looks like that's exactly what happens. So, with less than 20 laps to go, we are under caution once again. Pretty sure everybody and their mother is going to come down and get tires and make sure you are good to go. And I say that Zeke Willis stays out. And he is the only driver of this whole field that has stayed out. So, I think he has made his bed, and he's going to try to win this race on not significantly older tires, but older tires.
Man, yeah, everybody can do that to me. That's cool. Everybody does that to me every race. We've never seen that this season, so you must have seen that every week. I've literally missed my picture for it.
So we are under caution. Looks like we're probably going to go green with about 13 to 12 laps left. Your race leader is Zeke Willis. He is the only driver that stayed out on this last round of pit stops. So with that, if I could divert your attention to your stint lengths. Everybody has come down for pit. This might be better. Last pit stop. Should be really interesting. What are you guys thinking? You think Zeke Willis can at least hold on to a top 5 or top 10? Or do you think he can win this race on about 40 lap older tires, about 30 lap older tires? So what do y'all think? Want to hear from you. In 2 weeks, April 20th, on this channel, NDNT AJ All-Star 15, Extreme Sim TV will bring you the Thunderstorm League of Racing, their Thunder Premier Series from Auto Club Speedway for the California Surfing 150. We have about a half a lap before we go green once again, and it looks like we will have about 12 laps to go before the conclusion of this race. Make sure you stick with us after we take that checkered flag for some post-race interviews with the podium position. All right, pace truck, there it goes, hits pit road. Your race leader is that $20 General Machine, gets a good restart. But let's see what happens coming out of turn 2, knowing that everybody behind him has fresher tires. JD Laird's going to cut to the inside. And has the position.
Flag is out.
Yellow flag is out once again. let's see what happened. We're currently looking at that 15. All right. Currently, it says he wrecked, so we're currently waiting to see where that is. It looks like he's loose, very loose. There it is. Don't know if he's going to collect anybody with him, but he's locking that thing up. Ooh, the 27 of Brett Hall spins as well. Ooh, is the 19 going to hit him? Ooh, no. All right, so they don't hit anything, so that's always good. But we are under caution once again with Zeke Willis, still your race leader. We are definitely going to go green with less than 10 laps to go here tonight. Starting to think the cautions are what this Dollar General team was looking for. All right, everybody, we have 12 people watching right now. Thank you again for being here. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Helps me out, helps the Thunderstorm League of Racing out every Wednesday night. We are less than 10 laps from the conclusion of this race. All right, still pacing around. We are currently on lap 116, about to take 117 when they cross the line here. And the lights are still on the pace car. I think that might be because we still have some drivers on pit road. Nope, I lied. Your top 5 looks like this: Zeke Willis, J.D. Laird, Derek Castor, David Cabrera, and Harrison Chandler. Your biggest mover of the race, up 16 positions, is Sean Lester. And your biggest mover backer that is currently on the racetrack is Cody Shawns in 28th. He looks to be almost 10 laps down. What's going on, Ian? Thank you for stopping by. He says, why the actual bleep is this race still going on? Well, I'll let you talk to your admins about that. Nothing
Green
bad.
flag,
The
green
racing's
flag.
been good when we've been green. But there goes Zeke Willis. Great restart. 22 of J.D. Laird right behind him. Gonna have a really good run coming out of turn 2. Let's see if he can get to the inside of that 20. There he goes, shooting to the inside. Gonna attempt to make the pass on exit.
The yellow flag is out.
And the yellow is out again. Charles Bauman has crashed, it looks like. Ooh, you just caught the back end of it. Let's go backwards and see. Looks like possibly the 45 got him really squirrely. Maybe it was Netco, but he goes to the outside wall and comes right back into traffic. Oh, that is going to leave a mark. Now, what this is probably going to do is probably bring out a green-white checkered scenario. This very much will be a green-white checkered. Not quite sure if it'll count as an attempt. It is the 12th caution, and we do not have 33 laps to go. Thank you very much. Wonder if it'll fix itself when they cross the line. No? It doesn't? So the lights are off on that pace car. And here we go. 3 to go. To figure out who is going to win this race, your race leader is Zeke. Zeke Willis.
Green flag,
But does not get a good start. J.D. Laird is gone. Now it looks like the 20 is going to lose second place to David Cabrera. And it looks like the white flag is in the air. The Tropical Travels white flag in the air. J.D. Laird coming out of turn 2 one more time. David Cabrera sitting in second. Zeke Willis in third. He has been fast all night. The whole team has been fast all night. And J.D. Laird is going to win at Iowa Speedway. Here is how they finish. J.D. Laird, David Cabrera, Derek Castor in third, Zeke Willis in fourth, Ryan Decker in fifth, Aaron Cavan sixth, Christopher Spencer seventh, Gene Wolfe eighth, Isaac Wilson ninth, Justin Lesher 10th, Jeff Ramsdale pulls it back to bring home an 11th place finish, Sean Lester 12th, Philip Bridgman in 13th, Donnie Lyons in 14th. 15th is Harrison Chandler. Richard Crane in 16th. Jarrett Manning losing the bet in that North Carolina Tar Heels paint scheme tonight is in 17th. David Hart in 18th. Art Milan in 19th. Charles Bachman 20th. Charles Van Shack in 21st. Ted Deckard brings home a 22nd place finish. Matthew Dunn, Brad Hall is 23-24. Larry Jean is 25th. Curtis Roger 26th. Garrett Kaiser 27th. Cody Shawns in the 28th. 29th is Ryan Andrew. And 30th is Wesley Whitfield. Looking to see for people in the waiting room. Currently have nobody in the waiting room, but what a race. 12 cautions. Don't want to check for how many laps, because it's probably a lot. But let's go pull our race winner. Hey, JD, it's AJ up in the Extreme Sim TV broadcast booth. You got a copy, pal?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you were fast, very fast all night. And on that last restart, Willis kind of stayed out. I don't know if he had any tires left. With the amount of cautions we had towards the end, did you think you were going to be able to get by him, or do you think we were going to run out of laps before you were able to?
I knew when he was the only one that stayed out. I feel bad, but he was basically on his own island. Like that one first restart, I almost got him entering turn 3, so I just had to take a little bit of time and just complete the pass. But he definitely kept me on my toes for a little bit. I know that first little bit. Then when it was him, me, myself, and I believe it was Ryan Andrews, we were all like on top of each other, brawling it out. And then I had my corporate teammate David Cabrera basically breathing down my neck the whole race. So I mean, it was definitely fun. I knew I would have the time. I would just hope that all the cards played my way, and luckily we were able to get one lap in, so I can complete the pass and just set sail from there.
Yeah, you set sail right off that restart, but you were very fast all race here tonight. What about Iowa? Had you so good? Was it the practice time? Do you just like this racetrack? Give us a little bit behind the scenes with JD and how you ran here tonight.
A lot of it was taking the time in practice to actually do somewhat long runs, not 50, 60, 70 laps, but at least doing a 20, and maybe I think I did like another 20 or a 30 or something like that, just to get used to getting into a race rhythm. Everybody seems to like they got a hot lap it, but no, these are races. These aren't 2-lap wonders. So a lot of what I learned tonight was in the practice sessions, just taking my time, learning the hot lap, but then busting out a 20 or 30 lap run just to see what I need to change as far as driving from hot lap to race to further better myself when it actually comes time to go green.
Well, we had a good, I want to say, 40 lap run midway through that race, and you were a constant up front. Now, before I let you go, party hardy for the rest of the night after winning tonight's race. Got any sponsors on board before we let you go?
Yeah, I like to give a shout out to all the sponsors of E-Racer: Valvoline, Blue Emu, Connecticut Realty Trust, Valvoline. I think I've already said them. Maybe, I don't know. JDR Graphics, which is myself, and then my personal sponsors: Langford Farm, Spirited by Brad, Simpson Race Products. Also, got to give a shout out to old Skid, David Cabrera. He kept me honest as well as Willis. They kept me honest all night long. Everybody here at the league for putting on the show, and you guys for putting on the broadcasts. And you guys make us feel a little bit better of ourselves because we get to drive our desks to the fullest amount that the pixels and polygons will let us. So thank you for broadcasting that for everybody.
Yeah. I really enjoy the league. This is my second season with Chase, Ian, Noah, and Devin. So I was happy to come back, and the league is just getting bigger and bigger, which is great. Happy you're here. Was this your first race?
It was. It was mine and David's first race. So
Well,
it was a JDR 1-2 and a 1-2 for the rookies, you can say.
I hope to see you guys in 2 weeks with our next adventure all the way at Auto Club Speedway for the California Surfing 150. I think it's like 80 laps there. I'd have to check again, but dude, can't wait. Hopefully you're there in 2 weeks. Have a nice time off. Celebrate the win. But we'll talk to you then, pal.
Yep, and I will definitely be at Auto Club. That's a home race for me. That's one of my favorite tracks, and I'm looking to keep this trophy hunter vibe that I got going this past week all the way to the end of the year.
Well, we're going to go from a very short track to a very big track. So we'll see you there. We're going to bring up your corporate teammate, David Cabrera. You have a good one, dude.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
David Cabrera, it's AJ Capola up in the Nerds Doing Nerd Things broadcast booth. You got a copy, pal?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, so your first race, JD's first race with the Thunderstorm League of Racing, and you guys mop the field when it comes to putting a nice waxing on everybody, finishing 1-2. What are your thoughts on the race? What are your thoughts on the finish? Because we had a couple cautions leading up to that final restart, and you still had to pass one or two cars.
I mean, yeah, the entire race was just fun. I know some drivers in the field might have different opinions than me, but it was fun overall. The green flag run at the end was fun. Me and JD battling out. And I somehow got second with pretty much no laps at this track. I kind of did somewhat earlier in the day, but most of the laps I did before the race was just in the practice session. But it was fun. Old tires with the new tires in the first caution. Well, no, not the first one, the second one. Seeing like who stayed out, and it was fun battling it out with JD, who sponsors me, and he sponsors himself. But it was just fun seeing those two cars out in the front.
Yeah, dude. Well, what kind of momentum from Iowa Speedway do you think you could take in 2 weeks, which is the next race, going out west to Auto Club Speedway? Any momentum? I know they're two separate and two different tracks, but if you really think about it, you kind of run them the same, just one with a lot less brake.
Yeah, two completely different styles of racetracks, but I love Auto Club. It's one of my favorite racetracks on the sim. It's I think he's going to be back in the next race in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, no.
Yes, next week
Yeah.
they're off.
Yeah, so if JD races in that, it's going to probably be a brawl with me and him again, or with Ryan Andrew and Zeke Willis. It was fun brawling with them. Yeah, it's kind of similar to Iowa, except you kind of lift more. You don't go as fast as Auto Club. It's more a bit of momentum, but it's a fun track with multi-groove. You can run up to the wall, run to the bottom, see how you can roll the car in, how you drive it with old tires, with new tires. Yeah, it's just a fun track, and I had fun tonight too with this one, with the multiple lanes and old tires and at the end of the run.
Yeah, dude. Well, you mentioned before your sponsors. JD sponsors you. Is there any other ones you want to plug? Because if you guys have the same ones, he kind of nailed through like the whole kit and caboodle. But if you want to mention them again, feel free.
Oh no, he has his own set of sponsors. Yeah, JDR Graphics. Thanks JD for sponsoring me, and Apex Action, photography. Nate Stewart, awesome photographer. If you need him to take your pictures on everything, DM him on Twitter. Do it for Dale. Yeah, it's nice for them to be on board with me. Especially one that paints your own cars too. So they're beautiful looking race cars. He fields some in the Coke series, and yeah, beautiful machines, virtually wrapped.
All right, dude. Well, congratulations on your podium finishing second here at Iowa Speedway for the NDNT 125. Can't wait to see you in 2 weeks at Auto Club Speedway. Should be a lot of fun out there, and everybody, it's a lot of fun when you get some really good drivers that can come through the field just as fast as they did. Granted, the people in front of them didn't have tires, so it was literally playing high-speed Tetris.
Yeah, thank you. Hope you all had fun watching us brawl for those good 10, 20 laps or more than that. Hopefully you enjoyed it. The people who are watching it, hope they enjoyed it too.
Yeah. Well, dude, go celebrate your podium finish with your teammate. You have a good week off, and get ready for Auto Club in 2 weeks.
Yeah, hope you had a good week off too.
All right, that was your second place finisher, David Cabrera. Derek Castor can't make the interview, the driver who finished third, but he did post in the chat. But what a fight all night for the team to come back after getting off strategy early. P3 is an amazing result, all things considering. He goes on and says, also, Iowa's technically my home race, being from Nebraska, so even sweeter to finish podium. Yeah, Derek Castor, great job. You were literally all over the running order tonight, and to come back P3, congratulations if you listen to this back. But that is all for us here at Iowa Speedway. I'm AJ Capola from the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, and the sponsor of this race. Every Friday, new episodes on our YouTube and wherever you get your audio podcasts. Go check it out. This week is the Marvel Eternals episode. And for Extreme Sim TV as well, our next broadcast is next Tuesday on this channel for the Extreme Forces Racing League. They are going to the Bull Ring for their season finale. But till then, you all have a wonderful night. Be kind to each other. Have fun. And, kind of don't do anything stupid. But see you guys in 2 weeks for the Thunderstorm League of Racing and their Thunder Premier Series. Y'all have a good one.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join Nerds Doing Nerd Things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.